Okay, the Aliyes has got coated JB weld on it, and I got to get new screws because I didn't pilot the hole big enough and I stripped them out. I bent one is what it was, and then the other one is stripped out. I will get some new screws, and then I got to wire this up. But I also had to put some JB weld on the back of this pickup where these screws come through and wait for it to dry and kind of move back and forth a little bit till I got it. I lost one of the springs. I got a few missing parts I got to find, but it's starting to come together. You know, the JB weld finish is there. It looks so. It'll look okay with the cover on the back. You know, it's just a basic JB weld splotch. And I got the pickup at the right height. I had to put the bridge on for a little bit and put a string over it to get the pickup at the right height and the right angle, but I got it now. When it's screwed down, it'll be just like that, which is just perfect. And so then it's just finding parts and getting this going. And then I did modify my clone. I modified my clone. I was playing my other guitar through the rig here, and boy, I like this rig. It's just really simple, you know. But the thing I like about the Stompman is I can run these in the loop. I can run those two compressors in the loop, and then I don't have to have so much makeup gain on either one, and it's pretty quiet, really. And I get that little bit of germanium grit, and then the MXR. And the thing is I do kind of riffs and chords, and I'm changing between chords and riffs, and you know, I gotta have some squash that doesn't affect my input level based crunch. Because I just basically what I like is like a crunch, like a kind of a fairly well overdriven crunch, but it's, you know, it's not like a blistering lead channel or anything like that. But the main thing is that loop compression, so that my riffs stick up and my chords lay down. And but anyways, I modified my clone. I modified my clone, and all I did was I took two 1K5 ohm resistors, and I put them like I got 4 NOS germaniums in there, right? And there's 2 in series here, and there's 2 in series here, right? And then this is the output of the op amp, and then I just put the resistors across to them. I don't know which ones exactly they're on. I know I had the diodes in the right place, and I just, in pairs, they were in pairs, so I just put the resistor on one of each of those. So I don't know exactly how it is, but it sounds really good to me. And it's basically like it brought some of the clone style crunch back in, you know, because before it was just totally squashed and there was no germanium crunch there at all. So I got a little bit of that back, but I still got a lot of that squash that I like. And it seems a little bit more dynamic, you know, so I like it. It's I don't know what that is. I guess when I hit it hard, it's plugging up the resistor and popping this, or, you know, and squashing more or something. I don't know what it is. Anyways, that's my clone circuit. My clone diode circuit is 2 1K5 resistors and 4 NOS germaniums. You can get those on Antique Electronic Supply. They have several different diodes there, and this is the diodes I have are the ones that are like the clone, like the original Klone style one or something. They said they have descriptions on them and stuff. But that's how I did it, and I like it. It's more squash and it's less crunch. You know, because I get enough crunch with this thing here. You know, and then just getting this, I just push with this, and I gotta mess with this. But I just decided I'm gonna run this straight up and down, and then this comes out about there, which is just before it starts making a fair amount of noise, which is good. Anyways, I'm really happy with this board. It's just super simple. I've tried I always try to, like most of my Guitar Heroes, they had lots and lots of pedals and all kinds of stuff, and so I try to do stuff like that, and then I end up I don't like it, and I leave them turned off, and I don't even use them. So I ended up selling everything, and I'm just whittled everything down to this, and this I'm like I'm happy with this. Anyways,